Hi, I just wanted to do a quick video today just to take you through the Eat Out and Help Out scheme that's been recently announced by the government. In order to try and stimulate demand and get diners back using restaurants and cafes, the government recently announced the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. Through the scheme, the government will pay up to a maximum of 50%, up to a maximum of £10 per person, towards the cost of a sit-down meal taken between Mondays to Wednesdays in the month of August. Before I go on, my name's Hamish Shepherd from Cruncher's Alternative Accountants. My contact details will be at the side of the screen, the website's at the side of the screen, and you'll also get my contact details at the end of this video. So where was I? Yeah, so the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. Basically, businesses that are wishing to take part have to register for the scheme through the government website. Do a quick search on that for that government website. It's pretty straightforward actually registering on it. However, you have to register on it, in order to take part in this scheme. One thing to note is that agents unfortunately can't register on your behalf. However, of course, as your tax agent, we're more than happy to help in any way that we can going forward. And if you've got any questions whatsoever on the scheme or how to apply, then please get in touch with us. The main points of the scheme are, firstly, its businesses that are eligible include any restaurants, cafes, pubs, anybody basically who's the facility to offer dining on the premises. Businesses only with informal seating outside in an area that maybe doesn't belong to them and is not shared with other establishments will not be eligible for this scheme. Eligible expenditure includes any food or non-alcoholic drinks purchased for immediate consumption on the premises. Ineligible expenditure includes things like alcohol, tobacco, takeaway food unfortunately, and food served as part of a wider event. So for example, if you're maybe going to a wedding and there's food getting offered at that wedding, that wouldn't be eligible for this scheme. It's only available for food served Monday to Wednesdays, as I said before. And also if you run a hotel, it doesn't include any food or drink purchased as part of a wider service. So for example, if you're bundling food in with the accommodation, like a bed and breakfast or something like that, then again, it wouldn't be eligible. I think in that kind of situation, what you probably have to think about is actually offering the food separate. And then obviously if the client then actually wants to purchase the food and the breakfast away from the accommodation, then all of a sudden that food would become eligible for the scheme. Your business must also have the facility to offer dining on premises. When the only seating and dining, for example, is maybe on the pavement outside the business, then this will not count. You've got to have purpose-built grounds for the dining as it stands at the moment. Also, service charges are not included within the scheme, and you have to offer the 50% discount. You can't pick and choose whether you offer it or not. It has to be offered. The 50% discount has to be offered. The £10 per person cap is based on the total bill. You don't need to actually split it out per diner. For example, if the overall bill was maybe for 4 people and the overall bill was £45, then you'd be able to claim back £40 on that bill, irrespective of what the individual amounts were or the individual costs for each meal was. As I said before, there are certain things that we don't know about the scheme as yet. Firstly, hotels who bundle food and accommodation, say as a bed and breakfast, will be outside the scheme as it stands at the moment. However, if you were to offer these separately, where food is optional, then it would possibly apply. Also, if a client is dining in and then takes away the remainder of the meal, then the discount still applies. So does that give us the opportunity as a hotel owner or a restaurant owner to potentially have the sweets maybe as a takeaway option, and as a result maybe increase your covers throughout the night? Finally, the scheme applies for both food and non-alcoholic beverages. Does this mean in effect that soft drinks will always be half price in the pub for the month of August, or for Monday to Wednesday anyway in the month of August? Will this maybe encourage clients to buy a spirit and a soft drink separate in order to benefit from the 50% allowance, which they'll be able to claim on the soft drink but not the alcoholic drink? No doubt clarification will come out in due course, and as and when it does, we'll make sure that you know about it. My name is Hamish Shepherd from Cruncher's Alternative Accountants, and what we try and do is help our clients in different ways. We try and get the accounting and compliance accounts as smooth as possible and as efficient as possible to allow us to actually spend time with clients to actually make sure that they know exactly what's happening with the schemes and how best to apply it to their business. If you want to get in touch with me or if you've got any questions, please get in touch. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video as well, that would be great. It gets our name out of there, and my contact details will follow this video. Thank you very much for listening.